SEO, SEO. Rank it up. Your website gon' crank it up.
So, hello and welcome. This is Erica, and I am delighted that you're here with me on my podcast, SEO Rank It Up podcast. So, today it's kind of a back to the future. It's the best way I can describe it. I'm going to be looking today at setting the vision, getting clarity because you actually do get to define how people perceive you, how people view you. And with search engine optimization, SEO, you can use these terms and populate them to your blogs and to your keywords on your home pages. And you can really get clarity on what it is you like people to type in when they find you. I know it's kind of strange. It's kind of backwards. Everybody thinks about, like, well, I am this and I'm that, and that's good. You want to know who you are. At the same time, you want to take it an extra step and really look at words that people use, what you'd like people to type in when they're trying to find you. So for me, of course, I'd like people to type in SEO or search engine optimization. That's a pretty difficult term to rank for, as you can imagine, because all the people in digital marketing want to get that term. So what I decided to do was to be perceived for lead generation in relationship to SEO, which is really like making sure that people get clients. Because the vision I have for my business is I will help other businesses thrive. So I want to see, like, if I look at, like, okay, 5 years from now, how many businesses have I helped get seen and get heard and get known? Yeah. So my vision for my business is really to help others get seen and get heard, and really get careful about the words that they use. So one of my projects right now is an African American um, clothing firm, and so I've been helping them in the back end with all these different interesting words that I'm using to help them get seen for what they're already doing. Here's the interesting thing with SEO is until you mind it, until you've really gone in and pulled words out that you want people to use to find you, until you really set that up, you could have lots of business just seeking you, but they can't find you. Like, they'd love to have a this or that, or sandals for women with size 10 feet or something, like whatever it is that you have that's your calling, that's your thing, that's your mission, your intention, whatever that is. There's people who want that. There's people looking for that. I was watching this really inspirational woman named Melanie Ann. I think her last name was Lair. And she's like, people love to shop. They love to shop. They love to shop online. People love to buy stuff. So are you letting them find you? I mean, I have to say, I have never been perfect at this myself. Like, I have room for growth on how to let people hire me. I'm really still blocked in some of those areas. So, pot calling the kettle black. But what I'd like you to do is just sit there and write down, if you have time. Now would be good. Like, now is always good. Infinitely now is good. And just brainstorm words you'd like people to use to match them with what you provide. Yeah, yeah. Someone else I was talking to said that the quarterly e-commerce increase in the last quarter was up 39%. So I didn't actually see that documentation. It sounded about right, because coming out of COVID, like, who wants to go into a store? People don't want to go into a store. People don't even want to meet with people. They want to, like, do everything virtual. I talked to someone in real estate the other day, and she sold $1 million home, and they never went in. They never met her. They actually saw it from the outside, saw the pictures, didn't touch anybody, did everything virtually, and bought the house, closed escrow. and then got the keys and then went in their house, they probably had it fumigated too, right? Like, get rid of any bugs that might be there. So what I'd like you to do is just sit there and think about, like, what is my vision for my business? What is the definition of it? And then would I like to help people? What's my service? And then what are the pain points of my clients? So, if it's clothing, like they don't have some fun new thing to wear. If it's houses, my client needs to buy a house. If it's maybe you have a digital marketing agency, then it's like, well, my clients need visibility. So then you'd use words like online visibility in your descriptions. And when you can use some tools to find out words that have searches. So you can make your list. So here's the step. Like, the first step is getting a vision, setting out like what you'd like people to type in when they find you. So that's the main thing. However, if you look at all those words and you punch them into a tool like a keyword surfer, or I think that's a free app, or Ahrefs is my go-to, Ahrefs, Moz. Uber Suggest is free by Neil Patel. So go ahead and punch in those words and words like those, and look and see how many searches there are. If there's no searches for your words, like some life coaches, like there's just not that many searches for certain, you know, energetic healing life coach. Like there's just not that many keyword searches for it. So then you're going to need to go in and really look at some words that are like yours, similar to yours, with searches on them. Because if there's no searches on them, just ranking won't take you to the promised land. It's going to take you to ranking number one, but not selling anything. I know. So I hope you're enjoying this show. I won't even tell you how early in the morning it is for me, because it's crazy whack early. I went to bed too early last night and I woke up at 3 a.m. So it's currently like 4 a.m. for me. So just to let you know my crazy. I am thankful that you came. My website is SEO4leadgen.com. I'm happy to, if you pop on, I just had my guy do a new autoresponder. It's really pretty. And it says that I'll give you an analysis of your website at no cost at all. You just have to give me your name and email. It's at SEO4leadgen.com. And tell me if you like my new pop-up, because it's really pretty. I had my guy make it, and I'm really happy with my pop-up. So go ahead and go over to SEO4leadgen.com and check it out and see if you would like to have me give you advice on your keywords or your ranking or whatever else you like in SEO. Thank you, and have a most
SEO. That's all it takes. Yeah. SEO. SEO. Yeah. Crank it up. Your website gon' rank it up. More customers coming into ya, more money in your business flow. Crank it up. Your website gon' rank